What is mandatory reporting? Victorian law requires certain professionals to report child abuse in certain circumstances. They must make a report if they form a belief on reasonable grounds that a child has suffered or is likely to suffer significant harm as a result of physical injury, and the child's parents have not protected or they're unlikely to protect the child from abuse. The child has suffered or is likely to suffer significant harm as a result of sexual abuse, and the child's parents have not protected or are unlikely to protect the child from that abuse. If a mandated professional does not report abuse in those situations, it is a criminal offence and they may be charged. Who is mandated to report? As at August 2012, the only professions mandated to report are registered medical practitioners, registered nurses and midwives, registered teachers and school principals, police officers. The Family Law Act also contains some laws on reporting suspected child abuse, but these only apply to people working within the jurisdiction of the family court. What about other professionals who work with young people? If you work with young people, but you are not one of those professionals, you are not mandated by law to report abuse. The Victorian Government may, however, in future mandate more professionals, such as youth workers, social workers, welfare workers, childcare workers, psychologists, youth justice and youth parole officers. Your workplace should inform you if your situation changes and your profession is mandated to report. If in doubt, you can contact Youth Law to confirm if there's been any change to mandatory reporting requirements for your profession. Can you still report abuse even if you are not mandated? You can make a report if you have concerns even if you are not mandated to. You will not be in breach of your professional obligations if you have reasonable grounds to suspect abuse is occurring and if a child is in need of protection. To illustrate the obligations different professionals have under mandatory reporting laws in Victoria, let's consider the following scenario. Penny runs an after-school program at a local youth centre. One of the young people in her program, Kiara, seemed very upset one day. Penny pulled her aside after everyone else had left to ask her if anything was wrong. Kiara disclosed to Penny that she was being physically and sexually abused at home. A teacher had seen some bruises on Kiara the other day, and Kiara said he wanted her to come with him to the counsellor's office. Kiara said that she didn't end up going to the counsellor's office because she was worried about what might happen next. Penny is not a doctor, nurse, teacher or police officer, so she is not mandated to make a report to Child Protection Services. She can, however, make a report if she chooses, out of concern for Kiara's welfare and safety. However, she should let Kiara know she's going to do this. Penny should encourage Kiara to make her own report to authorities, such as the local police soccer unit or the sexual offence and child abuse unit. Penny can support Kiara in contacting or going into the station. The teacher in this situation is mandated to report any reasonable belief that Kiara is being abused at home. The teacher should have already contacted Child Protection Services about his concerns. Child Protection may then take action to protect Kiara. It can be difficult to know what to do if you're in a situation like Penny's. You should consult with your supervisor and follow any workplace policies and procedures on this. It's a good idea to get legal advice if you're concerned about whether or not to make a report. You can contact Youth Law for more information and referrals. In summary, we hope this session has given you an understanding of your duty of care, protecting young people's privacy and confidentiality, and your obligations around reporting abuse. We also recommend the following resources. Thanks for watching, and goodbye and good luck.
Youth Law would like to thank the Victoria Law Foundation for making this video series possible.